Well, a typical day in a girls' hostel in the university. You know how it goes. If you've been there, you know what happens in a girls' hostel in a typical day, typical evening. Phone calls are being made, all the social media platform is littered up, messages are sent, the girls are excited, they want to go out, and the messages keep popping in. They go out in groups. Some rich dude is organizing a party. I know it's always like that and always a plan. So this particular girls hostel and this particular group got everything right. All the time there's an invite, big invite, invitations from the top. They are always popping, going out, messages on their phone, almost the same time. They are all excited. Nobody's asking questions, but they're always going out. Being in school, their parents never see what they do. Now they have a particular girl in that same hostel that shouldn't be in that hostel, but she's there. She's like a nerd. And they've tried pulling her up to say, come with us, and she has always refused. So they labeled her a nerd and she never got involved. Now they've done everything, they've gone everywhere, they come through, and sometimes they might give her a little piece of it, or they don't even pay mind to her because she's nobody to them. She don't have the right clothes, she's just does not belong to the clique. Now, finally, it got to a point where this became so interesting, and the girls are all blown away. The exam period came. Obviously, when you're not studying, the exams will not be as it should be. So they keep failing their exams. And then, they just didn't know what to do. So they finally graduated with very low grade, and they couldn't get themselves a job because of their style and not paying attention to their studies. But this other girl that was typical, that was like a nerd, that they didn't pay minds to, sorry, every money that was collected was sent to a particular account. That's a referral, because somebody always refers you to these parties and these events and these men that could give them money. But the message always says you give a certain percentage back and an account is provided. But they never got to know who and how and who benefits that percentage. Finally, after the failure and after everything that has happened, they discovered that the girl, the nerd, has always been the one setting up the event. The nerd in that hostel did all the planning, collected all the money, made money of these girls that she even bought herself a house, made money of this girl that she became successful in her business, and graduated flying colors. That means as we speak, she works with an oil company. So this girl just used a bunch of girls to elevate by keeping a low profile. She was never touched. She was still a virgin till she graduated. She was a virgin when she got married. So why we brought this topic up is that it was just discovered, and I'm thinking, can a woman be so clever to use every other person around her and didn't get involved in their madness? He never prostituted, she never went with them, she never got touched by a man, but she made all the money. They gave her a commission, she passed her exams. At the same time, she got her own business. At the same time, she's the first one to get married. So, are we going to say she used these girls, or are we going to say she's extremely clever? But a friend of mine said something and said, look, regardless of her doing what she did, even if she never did it, those girls were still planned to do what they did. Just that she was so clever to take advantage of them. So, how do you think? You need to always think forward. You need to always be ahead of the game because we are all played by someone. If you don't know it now. Look at this story and see the least girl that was expected to have knowledge, the least girl that was expected that didn't have any style, benefited from the start to the finish. What a way to go. Think about this and reason right. Whoa.